Just says starting. There we go. Okay. So we're going to talk about this satin body collection that the 3 products that are not limited edition and the one that is limited edition. So who hates going to Bath and Body Works because it's all the smells hit you, but you want the scrubs, you want the body whips, you want the lotion, but you don't want to walk out with a migraine. Yes. This is what I've been telling my customers. I am Bath and Body Works now without all the awfulness that comes with it, because I don't know about you, but I hate migraines and I don't want to get them. So our products that are not limited edition, yay, are the Shea Wash, Shea Scrub, and Shea Lotion. The Body Whip is what is limited edition, and I think that's the product that I personally think is the most like Bath and Body Works, because they have all those tubs and whatnot of things. So I would stock up on that, especially if you talk about Bath and Body Works in your classes. Like, that's what's going to sell a lot. So the white tea citrus smell, the reason it's so popular is because it's one of the lightest and most delicate varieties of tea. So if anyone's like, oh, I can't do fragrances, my skin is too sensitive, you can tell them that this is the lightest and the most delicate of all the teas, and that's why a lot of people like to drink it also, because it's the lightest. So we also have pink grapefruit and lemongrass in it, cardamom, cherry blossom, and blooming jasmine as well. Wow. So those are all the different scents and all the layers that are in there that you can smell. So let's talk about the Shea Wash. So on MaryKay.com, our product sheet, the things we are allowed to say, it's going to lather into a rich product. It's going to leave your skin feeling refreshed, so it's not going to feel sticky, which I don't know about y'all, but like that's what a lot of other products from like the other stores, I feel sticky when I get out of the shower, and I'm like, I'm not even clean. So you're going to feel refreshed. It's going to gently cleanse while it's going to lather and soothe your dry skin, and it's going to feel it leaving nourished and moisturized, not dry. So that's really important. It needs to start in the shower with the wash and then put lotion on top of it. A lot of people just think it's after you get out of the shower, after you wash your face, right? Especially our normal to dry formula with 3-in-1 cleanser, like it starts when you wash your face, not after. Then the Shea Scrub, I just think about if anyone who loves the satin hands, like this, those are the people that you want to call immediately and be like, oh my gosh, it is for your entire body. It is specifically made for your body. How cool is this? They'll be like, oh my gosh, I'll have it, thanks. And it's half the price of the satin hands set. So they like, if they're already buying the satin hand set, they're not even gonna think twice and be like, $18 only? Okay, good. How many can I have? How many do you have on your shelf? So it's gonna instantly polish your skin to perfection. It's gonna leave your skin feeling invigorated and refreshed. It's gentle enough to use daily. So I know a lot of people will be like, well, how often can I use this? Every time, unless I guess, does anyone else shower twice a day? I don't. I don't.
You said, does anyone else? Making me think you do.
No, I don't. I don't. My hair is too thick for that, y'all. Can only do it once. It's going to exfoliate and immediately buff away dry skin while leaving it feeling moisturized. So I think that people are going to think about the microdermabrasion. You don't have to put on like the pore minimizer serum when you do the scrub. It's going to feel moisturized while you're doing it. So that's going to be a difference. So if you have a know-it-all in your class, be like, boom. You don't need anything extra. Your skin's gonna feel revitalized, satiny, smooth, and touchably soft. And then you have the lotion, which is it comforts and melts into your skin. Like you can really milk that word. It melts into your skin. I think this product is gonna be great for beauty experiences. Not only because you do the mint bliss lotion on the legs, but then you can also do that. If you do that, like I would do the mint bliss on your feet and then do the lotion like on your legs, I guess, depending if they're wearing shorts or pants or skirts or whatever. Don't go up too high. It's not that kind of show. It's going to provide immediate relief for dryness, feel luxurious and pampering, and it's clinically shown to moisturize for 24 hours.
Oh,
That's huge. I believe our moisturizer for time-wise moisturizes up to 10 hours. So this is going to be 24 hours. So if you do shower once a day, 24 hours later, it's all good. You can put more. I know some people who shower like 3 times a day.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a welder.
So okay, I'm like, I don't have time for that. And your skin's gonna feel deeply moisturized, nourished, satin smooth, and look revitalized. So that's like the whole thing with this collection is supposed to brighten and smooth your skin. So, and then the body whip is just, I think that's a great gift too. If anyone's like, oh, someone that's hard to buy for, that body whip is perfect. Because it's not an intense smell. Everyone loves white tea citrus. I've never had someone smell the like our satin hands or our satin lips and been like, oh,
I love it.
yeah. So that might be great also for anyone who has March birthdays. That would be perfect. So, y'all have any questions about anything? Oh, I just got real southern there.
Like what size? Okay.
They're over there. I don't know. I think the bottles are huge. The tubes are huge. Like,
Yeah.
And I guess they're probably the same size as the 2-in-1 body wash that we have. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe because it's white, it just looks like it's in a bigger container than it actually is. But I love my 2-in-1 body wash. I shave with that, and then to use the wash on top of that because I like the white tea citrus smell. So if you have customers who use the 2-in-1, be like, that's great for shaving. Oh my gosh, you're not going to get nicked. Like, and I am super clumsy. I know, I'm super clumsy and I never get nicked when I use that 2-in-1. It's magic. Unless I fall over while shaving, which also tends to happen.
You should sit down.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm going to crack my head on the top. In case y'all wanted to know what my daily routine is. So, but yeah.
Are you doing any kind of like yourself doing bundles kind of?
I personally haven't yet. I think what I'm going to do for March is anyone that I share the opportunity with who watches the video and then gets on the phone with me is going to be entered to win one of the products of their choice. So for free. So that's what I'm doing for March.
Oh, okay.
To get people to actually respond to me after they've watched the video and not just be like, I'm good, I don't want you, Mary Kay. Be like, no, you have to talk to me to be entered into win, and they'll get to pick one from the new satin collection. So.
Okay.
Very good. Say that one more time. Watch the video, talk to me on the phone.
And then they get entered. Everyone who does that in March gets entered into win their choice of one product from the satin collection. I don't really believe in bundles. I heard this thing, it's like Apple never discounts their products, ever. And everyone's lining out the door to purchase an iPhone and the latest iPad. And so I don't do sales anymore. I really just, and it hasn't hurt my sales, so I just don't.
Bundle, you don't have to discount.
Yeah, I guess when I think bundle, I think sale with the bundles. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't just group it as a collection.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
When I hear bundle, that's more what I.
Oh, okay. I just think sale, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's good too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then you make more money when you're like, it's the satin bundle. And everyone's like, oh, okay, I need all 3.
Well, you
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think with
I
the
like that.
scrub, you'd be like, oh my gosh, well, you're going to need lotion to put on afterwards. I know it moisturizes your skin, but don't you want to feel satiny smooth afterwards? And what person's going to say no? No, I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
got that covered.
Yeah. This weather, y'all.
I know. Awesome.
That's my product commercial.
All
right.
Okay, perfect. So I hope everybody is getting the letters that I'm posting on the Facebook and the verses. Sometimes I can't get the background cute because there's a lot of words. So the last 2 times it was kind of long. But the letter for this week is B for blessed, and that's going to be Romans chapter 8 verses 28, chapter 10 verse 12. So, and we know that in all things God works for good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. And the second one, chapter 10 verse 12, is the same Lord is Lord of all and richly blesses who call on him. So I can post that in the Facebook group here in a little bit. Are you guys thinking about the ones that we post throughout the week? I know a lot of things are always going on. So has anybody actually taken like the word awesome and Jeremiah and like put that into their week? Or does anybody have any feedback over the words that are coming through the weeks?
Or are we gonna do that this week?
Yeah, or we could do that this week. And I know it's tough. We have Facebook, we have Freedom Achievers doing a lot of things, and then the studio, Pink Studio as well. But maybe write that word, somewhere on your planner for the week or something like that. It could be something we could start doing. I could start doing it as well. I try to put things that we are talking about currently through the week visible, because then you're just going, life's happening, and then it just kind of gets flushed away. So these are pretty good verses, as well as the strength, we've had brave, opportunity, strength, smile, bloom, awesome. Now we have blessed. And then next week you'll have to just wait.
Are you reading my verse I sent you every day?
Yes, I do. All right. So we have a couple of things that are about leadership. Should we do the homework from leadership first, or? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so who did their homework for week 8? Yay, everybody, awesome. Okay, cool. So week 8 is Boss Babe's leadership. So I guess we can just read out the question and see what everybody put on their answer.
Everyone has to say one thing. I'm gonna be that person. Sorry, not sorry.
Are we kind of done eating, guys? You wanna?
So I missed it.
It's okay.
No, it's all right.
There you go. There's Betty.
So someone shout out a word that describes a boss babe, a Mary Kay boss babe, when it comes to her leadership. So think of like someone who you admire in leadership in this company. What does she embody? It's the first word there. Confidence.
Yeah.
Why is she confident? Like what makes her confident?
She's sure of herself.
She just puts herself out there and
Yeah.
she doesn't care what anybody else thinks. She's
That's
very
good,
sure of
yeah.
herself.
Bounce back ability.
Mhm.
Thank you. What's another word?
I put women.
That's a
women with heart.
personality.
Personality and woman apart. Women
Yeah.
apart.
Mhm.
What do you mean by that, Mary?
Well, they care.
Okay,
They truly,
yeah.
genuinely care about you, and you know it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know their heart. I like that. And Betty, yours was personality.
Yeah. Personality. Fun.
Mhm.
Fun.
Their
I
personality
think
draws
their personality
them to you.
is,
I think that's really funny because I'm drawn to you because of your personality, and I think that that's interesting how that's what you look for in other people, but that's I think why people are drawn to you.
Aw.
Well, and I think it's because you focus on that, and what you think about, you bring about. So that's very interesting.
wow. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else who hasn't shouted out a word yet? Or words?
It's words,
I'm okay.
and it was something we talked about last night. Nicole talked about that, and then some.
Mm.
I'm a great leader, and then some.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confident in myself, and then some. I do exercise daily, and then some. So it's not just not just business, but everything we do. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, that kind of struck a chord with me last night too, just to kind of add that,
Yes.
just to remind ourselves that we are and then some.
Mhm.
And I think that definitely is a positive.
And isn't that what God created us for? And then some?
Mhm.
Like,
Whether it's doing or being,
Mhm.
or,
like to love someone and then some.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the first time I've heard that. I
Reaching
like
to the
that.
choir, by the way.
We had training as well last night, with this leadership, and it was talked about being assertive and not aggressive. Assertive is somebody that you really know means business, but they're not doing it in an aggressive way. So there's a fine line between that, and I think with the boss babe leadership role, you have to be assertive. You have to know your goals, and by performing at a leadership level, you've got to be able to perform your skill set that you already have in place while continuing to grow. And then staying focused and consistent is basically kind of like what we all talked about during the leadership little Skype thing that we have going. But so that way she can lead, and that way people want to follow her.
I think that ties in what Mary said too, is that you're assertive because you know what you want, but your heart's in the right place.
Right.
Whenever people are like, I'm afraid of being pushy. Girl, you're not gonna be pushy if you're afraid of being pushy. The people who don't realize that they're pushy who are pushy.
Yeah.
So I think it's, just having that heart.
And that was my breakthrough yesterday, because texting is not my favorite way. I don't know the tone. I don't know what's going on. I was just trying to meet this person who showed up on my website.
Right.
And she was gung-ho to have a facial. She wanted to try the Time-Wise repair and come tonight and have fun. And I thought, that's just the best way to get to the point. Say, did your friend have a bad experience with a Mary Kay gal?
Right.
Because it doesn't put down another Mary Kay gal, but I just felt confident asking the question, that it wasn't.
You were sincere on.
I was,
what
but I
happened.
knew in my gut that's what it was. And it, sure enough, it was this long. Well, you know, it's a long text. But I want to help her. She needs our products.
Right.
And so.
And one of those things that Shelly and I were talking about on the phone earlier today, like, even if you don't have team members, you are leading your customers. That's a perfect example of leading your customer into figuring out what their needs are, whether it's emotional, skincare, or just like need friends. You know, we're there for them so much more than just skincare. Yes, it's nice because I like to make money with my Mary Kay business, but we're here to help them. So yeah, even so, if you don't have a team, you're leading your customers, because most of your customers, I mean, all your customers will become your team members. That's where you're going to find them. I thought that was interesting. And Shelly was like, you lead your customers. And I was like, oh, I should work on that. All right, God, I hear you. Gotcha. Anyone else have any other words before we go on? Melissa, did you say anything?
I'm confident.
She was the first.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Kathy?
Being encouraging in your job.
Encouragement
Yeah.
is huge.
Yes, that's a good one.
Yes.
What is it? Well done, good and faithful servant. Like, I have to read that sometimes over and over again to just be like, yes, yes. But we need it in the world also, from people who care about us. That's awesome. Describe how you think her unit members / team members feel about her.
They love her.
That's what I thought. Love her.
Yeah.
What do they love about her? I know I'm not being
Her personality. No.
Yes.
Personality, yeah.
I would say her genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Genuineness.
Yeah.
Not fact.
I'm easy for me to do.
Right.
Charisma. Exactly.
I would say, and also self-confidence.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
Trust her.
Yes. What do you guys love about, what makes you trust Shelly?
I admire her
sincere.
work ethic.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even if she
Well,
didn't
her
really know what she was
accomplishments.
doing, like new directors, or new
Right.
red jackets, we don't
Right.
always know what we're doing. So
Right.
what would make you trust a new red jacket?
Well, that she's determined to keep going,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
She-
She had determination to get there in the first
Right.
place.
Yes.
She's in that next
Yeah,
level.
if I'm not a red jacket, then I know she knows something I don't know.
Right. That's good.
And I want
Yeah.
to learn.
I like when people can admit that they've made a mistake. or like, and I like typos all day long with me, and I'm like, sorry, I meant to say this, you know, and like sometimes it changes the whole whatever I've written. I'm like, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But admitting when you were like, that probably was not the best way to do it. Let's try it this way. Yeah.
Honesty.
Yes, honesty. What is it? Honesty is transparency. Did I make that up?
I
Oh,
also
that sounds good.
Right?
That
Okay,
sounds
we're
real
gonna
good.
put that.
drawn to the belief in herself that she has, it
Right.
is confidence again, but.
Yeah. Confidence
I
is
put
huge.
respect, aren't you?
Yes,
Respect.
respect is really big. And even just in the world, when you lose respect for somebody, it's really hard. And trust, it's really hard to gain that back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have a huge problem with that in Mary Kay, though, because of our values to begin with. But you know, once that respect is gone.
Yeah.
All right, what effect do you want your leadership to have on others? Oh, these are like deep questions.
Yeah.
I put loyalty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want your customers and your team members to be loyal to you. Yes.
And vice versa, but.
Yeah,
it says
absolutely.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, it does go both ways.
Yeah.
It says
Yeah.
my leadership, so
Mhm.
my leadership, I guess I was thinking I'm gonna be loyal to them.
Yeah.
Thinking like the personal relationship. I wanna have a personal relationship with them,
Yes.
not just business. but-
Mhm. And the people who you work with, the new, the few, and you, that's what they teach directors. Those are the few that you're going to have really good relationships with. Like, no, when you have a unit of 100, you're not maybe necessarily going to have a personal relationship with everybody else, but everybody but the ones that matter, you're going to. And because we have smaller teams,
Oh, you're good.
I'm just gonna step on your I lost my train of thought.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, you're close to the ones that.
Yeah, who want to
yeah.
work, who want to be in your life. That's where I was going. What else?
I want to bless them. I
Yeah.
hope that I make their day or their life
Mhm.
better.
That's a great one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like I'm thinking of you texts or postcards.
Mhm.
Like I don't know about y'all, and I know that I'm like a millennial. Are you a millennial technically?
84?
I don't know.
know.
I don't know if you are. I don't know when it ends. I have no idea. But I know when I get a card in the mail, it is literally the best day ever.
Yeah.
When my grandma sends me cards for every single holiday, I'm like, yay! Like, especially with the younger. I know, right? Oh, my grandma gets me 20. But I do. It's like that card is the most meaningful thing ever. So just like popping a postcard in the mail to your team members,
Yeah.
even to your customers. And I will be very honest, I'm very bad about that. But I will text my customers all the time, be like, thank you so much for your order. Or like when I see them and deliver, it's like, oh my gosh, you don't know. Like this paid for such and such. Like I really appreciate you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that card and the, you know, when you're dropping off a product or anything, we sat in that class together. That really means a lot. Like even if it's like just a thank you and then sign your name, like that's more personal than not
My
doing
name.
anything at all.
And just something I've added is that I have this, remember all those little love things that we got with the satin lip sets?
yes.
I have
That we're
so many
still
of those
getting.
bags. Yes, obviously they had a lot of
I
them.
know, right?
But I just put the sales slips in there because I always have said thank you with a heart, Mary, you know, or M or whatever. But some of them I write a longer note to. And I put it all together in that little bag so it's special because it's in that cute bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I would want to get it. That's how I look at it. I would want to get that.
All the
But
Valentine's Day stuff now is on sale, y'all. I last year got bags after Valentine's Day, and I literally just ran out of them. But it was like I got 100 for $1
Oh my gosh.
because they
Wow.
were so deeply discounted.
Yeah.
So go like Kroger.
Yeah,
They
Kroger.
have that table in the front of Kroger on 288 with all Valentine's Day stuff. And I'm like, that's mine. But yeah, you can use it as it's $1. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all about love.
I know, right? Yeah. It's literally all year round. It's all red and pink.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
one more.
Better less than some.
I know. I haven't gone yet. I'm waiting
Okay.
for like the super deep discount. I am strategic. One more person, what effect do you want your leadership to have on others?
That was
Others
the one we
grow.
just did?
Yes.
Oh,
Because when you help others, girl, what does that do for you?
Makes me grow.
Yeah. I know that sounds so cheesy.
And I think
but it's true.
That goes
Love 'em
with
where they are.
Blossom for week 5 here.
Oh.
Love them where they are.
Yes.
Exactly.
And if they're
Yeah,
not
that's
going to
important.
order, you need to love them where they are. And if they are ordering consistently, you love them where you are. If they drop off the face of the earth, you just said love where they are. I'm preaching to myself. All right, next page.
All right.
What can you start doing right now as a Boss Babe leader to your team or soon to be team? And I'm going to add /customers.
Okay.
So what's the first step?
Contact them consistently.
Yes, consistency is huge.
How would you, what kind of
Yeah.
contact message or voice, text?
Text, notes,
Notes.
emails, phone calls.
What do you say?
And I'm,
I was like,
Hey, what's up? Okay.
girl.
How
What do I need or what I want?
Yeah.
Sometimes
just say, hey, what's going on?
my team members a scripture every morning.
Oh, I
And
love
say, have a
that.
great day, or I'll add my
Mhm.
little 2 cents. But I
Yeah.
send them a picture of a book I have
Mhm.
that I read every morning. So I
Yeah.
shoot it to them.
Yeah, whenever I read
was
something
trying
in
to
a
give a
book
word
that
of
I'm
encouragement.
reading, I'll put it on my Future Rising Unit Facebook page and be like, this really struck my heart. Hope it strikes yours too. What's another step that you can do, that you can implement tomorrow? Or even tonight?
Yeah, tonight. Encouragement. I mean, just to keep to help keep them on track, like
Mhm.
Shelley does. To,
Yeah,
to us.
well, do unto
you know, like,
others as
tomorrow's
you
the
wish
last
to be done
day.
unto you.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's what Shelley does for you guys. Like, that's the same thing that we should do for our team members, because you know you love it when Shelley texts you. Like, your team members love it when you text them,
Mhm.
right? No, when Mary talks to you. I hope not. She wants to start listening.
She can't hear
Very
also.
good. Then she's sitting right next to you.
That's funny.
Any other things that you can start tonight or tomorrow?
I think the appreciation thing is so important.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'll put stuff in our team group and I think, that might have been a little cheesy. And I'm like, no,
Cheesy's good.
she got a new
We
customer
like
today. Who
cheese.
cares
Yeah.
if it's cheesy or if it's
Does
whatever?
yeah,
It
does
doesn't
anyone
matter.
else have a really hard time getting your team members to post about their wins?
Yes, I do.
I don't know, and I struggle with that too, and I'm constantly, like, after I post a win, I'm like, post your win today, but then they post it in the comments, and I'm like, not everybody can see that. So sometimes I do it on the comments, but
So
I
just
think
do it
just,
for 'em.
yeah,
I do.
doing it
I
for
just
them to
like,
get that
what
praise,
is
because
that?
you also don't know who is words of affirmation. Y'all know Faith.
Mhm.
She is very much, she's like Facebook affirmation, not even words of affirmation. She's like Facebook affirmation. So I constantly need to always be posting things on Facebook for her, because that's how she receives encouragement.
Mm.
She said,
I know, yeah. I'm just like, girl, stay away from me. I love you, but we will talk on the phone. Do you want to do the next question?
Sure. What will you look for in women joining your team so that you can help them or her become a Mary Kay Boss Babe leader?
So a good exercise, write down your top 5 things that you want in every one of your team members and pray about it before, every time you pick up the phone, before you go to a facial, before you go to a chat.
That's a good idea.
I've heard that a lot. Like, you need to search for what you are looking for, instead of just like throwing out the net and being like, oh, look at something.
Yeah.
well, here again, I said personality.
Yeah, no, and that's a huge thing for you, because
Personality.
yeah, and again, it's because you have a personality,
Personality.
you know, that everyone's drawn to, and you don't want Debbie Downers on your team.
Humbug.
Yeah, optimistic,
I put
Optimism.
Christian
thank
too.
you,
I don't know.
optimistic
Can I say
people.
that?
There's that's the correct.
And Mary
Got
Kay,
me.
you can say
I
that.
said
you know,
Christian,
at
if I can
school,
say
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. At school doesn't say that.
I
You
put
get in trouble.
godly women.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. You don't want somebody coming in here that's like, we're all about that life here.
Also,
You know?
Or at least have an open heart.
Right,
Because someone
right.
who might not be, who just doesn't know God yet.
Right.
And we're here to help them.
That's
That's perfect.
God
Kind
keeps
of what
putting
I'm
on my
praying
heart.
with for my new
Yeah.
team members.
Yes, an
Well,
open
I
heart.
mean, there's been several in their stories that,
Yes.
I mean, that they've come to know the Lord. because
Through
of
Mary Kay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's
Yeah.
what Mary Kay Ash wanted
Just like
out of
Nicole,
this
when she
company
tells
as
her
well.
story about that.
I know.
It just is like,
Every day I text her.
Mhm.
Something new is
Said
going
a
on.
hard
Oh,
worker.
you're so
Hard worker.
hard
Hard
worker,
worker.
yes.
Determination.
I am starting to say at my parties, I'm looking for women who don't want to be defined by their circumstances, but define their circumstances.
Good.
Who don't just want to be like, oh, this has happened to me, whatever. It's never going to change. Well, you're right. If you, what is it? If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. And I think that's also really good to notice in your team members so that y'all can be a better leader, is if they want to be a better consultant, be a better person, then they're open to it so that you can help them. Because you can bring a horse to water, we can't make it
I
drink.
was just thinking.
well, that's what this is a God deal, because I thought, this sounds negative, but you can't expect a level 2 person to become a level 10 person.
Yes.
It's way outside their comfort zone.
And who said you need to love them where they're at? Yes.
Yeah.
You need to love the level
But
2
you can't
to help
save the
them
world,
to
like,
level 3.
you know, I recruited a lot of people that I thought I could make them become somebody. We can't make anybody become anything.
Mhm.
So I'm just saying it from
Yes.
that point of view. Why did Mary Kay say choose the sparkler at the class? Because they're a higher level than the other ones for the most part.
Yeah. And then they're also going to bring other people though who want to be the sparkler. That was very much me. I was never the center of attention. I really hated that. I was super shy, but I attached myself to people who were the life of the party. And I still do that. And I just kind of like, but then their friends then talk to me because I'm with them. And that's how my I personality has come out.
Oh, you're an eye?
Oh, my I. I'm such a high I, I'm almost a J. And then my S comes out. So,
Still don't get all that.
do you,
You're an eye.
yeah,
Yeah.
you'll start to recognize it in the
Influence.
more.
Influence.
I'm actually going to talk about it a little bit in the emotional cycle. Which we're gonna cover today. So,
Okay.
do you want to talk about the article? Yes.
Yeah, should I just kind of read it?
Yeah,
Not
and
that
we can
long.
point what
Yeah.
you took away from it.
Okay.
So is that clock right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I don't have my phone. I feel so lost.
Aw, it's gonna be okay.
Oh,
In the bathroom, I think we're gonna go ready.
oh.
Yvonne was like, I'm gonna call it, and I was like, don't. Paul's gonna be like, why is the bathroom ringing?
All right, so we have just this short little, I guess,
Blurb
Yeah.
that Shelly sent us.
and then we have like an article on Mary Kay that someone wrote, which is pretty cool because I haven't really done a whole lot of research on Mary Kay because I've just been trying to go. And I think it's really cool to find out who she really is. So this little blurb is leading yourself well involves managing your emotions, your time, your priorities, your energy, your thinking, your words, your personal life. So that's a lot, huh? Right?
We do have.
Yeah.
Queen bee.
If I can't lead myself, others won't follow me. If I can't,
The move up. Y'all can't, we can't even see y'all. I just like, feel like I'm just like,
so if I can't lead myself, others won't follow me. If I can't lead myself, others won't respect me. If I can't lead myself, others won't partner with me. In building a team, it's important to remember that my behavior determines my team culture. My attitude determines the atmosphere in which we work and play. My values determine decisions. My character determines the trust
My work ethic determines the productivity, and my personal growth determines the potential for my team. So that's pretty powerful of being a leader.
What does it say besides my name?
Your vibe attracts your
Tribe. Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
I
that's cool.
like that.
Brittany gave this to me. What you think about, you bring about. It is so true. And we're going to go over the emotional stuff through the emotional cycle, so that I'm going to cover today. But
Do you want to do that since I talked about it?
Oh,
real
yeah, we
quick?
can go
And
right
then we'll
into that, yeah.
We'll close with or
perfect.
yeah.
Okay. So who is familiar with the emotional cycle in Mary Kay? Woo! It's okay if you're not, 'cause I'm gonna explain it. So this is our emotional cycle. Great consultants and directors and nationals go through this without having anyone help them a lot of times. And it's self-coaching, and like I know I will do it. I will literally like I'll box Nicole.
Sorry, but I
you
don't
guys
like just sitting here. Okay, every time I glance up, I see my face.
Was she taking notes? So I know I'll box Nicole and I'll be like, blah, 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 and then this happened, and then this was my thought, and then I thought this thought because I know I'm supposed to think this thought, and everything got better. Hope you're having a great day. Bye. So I literally will self-coach myself through a box, and she'll be like, oh, dear Lord. But I coach myself through the emotional cycle. So stage 1 is excitement. At this stage, a consultant is excited about the future and possibilities of her Mary Kay career. This is where we always want to be. But let's be realistic, life happens. But that's where you always want to go. That's always your goal, is to be excited about your business. Number 2 stage is frustration. When Tyra said creative avoidance. Obstacles start to happen. People start to cancel or reschedule. Why won't my friends and family book with me? You start to get frustrated. And what cures frustration?
What's yours?
Activity, yes.
Oh.
Because you can control what you can do. And actually, has anyone ever read the book? Has anyone Old School Grit? We read this in Pacesetters, and it's so amazing. You all need to. It's probably backwards. Old School Grit by Darren Donnelly. So one of the last things. So E plus R equals O. The E stands for events. The R stands for responses, and the O stands for outcomes. You can't do anything about the E's. These are things that have already happened or things that may happen in the future that you have no control over. So worriers. There's nothing you can do about E's.
You got worried about worrying about worrying?
Girl, you're gonna go gray in a couple of years. The R's are what you do have control over. No matter what events happen to you, you always have total control over how you respond to those events. So when someone cancels, what do?
Call somebody else.
Good, yes, you go book somebody else.
There you go.
Yes. How you respond to an event is what determines your outcome. And I constantly have to be like, E plus R equals O. E plus R equals O. So if you ever hear me like walking around saying that, that's because you can only be in control of your responses. And that's what I have found is releasing the results. I contact at least 10 people every day, and what happens, happens, because that's all I can control. Now, January and February have been a very less stressful months compared to everything, just because that for me is releasing the results. Because I've always been like, I don't know how to release the results. I pray to God every day. Like, I don't understand. And then I was like, only do what you can do. You can't control everybody else. So that's my little tidbit of that. So stage 3 is shock. And I don't know if y'all can see this. This is a little baby picture. She's adorable. They said this would be so easy. Y'all don't tell your new consultants it'll be easy. It's simple. The formula is simple. It is not easy. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it. Stage 4, denial. You decide to withdraw. You avoid your meetings. You cook every recipe you can from Pinterest. That's so not me. And start to craft on the weekends. That's me. Your attitude really starts to go south. Y'all do not want me to cook. No, you do not. But yeah, that's when you decide that you don't need to be around Mary Kay women, and the positivity goes away, and you start to feel ashamed of being around the Mary Kay women who are successful, and I have fallen into that. I'll be very real. Last week I didn't come. A, I just like didn't feel 100%, and B, I like had no results, and I was like, oh, I won't be there. And tell everybody I did nothing. It's not that I didn't do anything, I just didn't get the results that I wanted. So I was like, I'm not going to go to meeting. I was in stage 4 denial on Tuesday last week.
I was wondering where you were. I was praying about
I
you.
know. I just, yeah.
Thought you were sick.
Sorry, Shelly. I'm admitting it. The first step is admitting it, right? Stage 5, fear. I can't do this. Maybe this isn't for me. They didn't tell me it would be like this. You start to blame everyone else but yourself, your recruiter, your kids, your husband, you name it. It's their fault and not yours. Is anyone, you're friends with Nicole on Facebook? Yes. Can you pull up her Facebook profile? Because and she posted something about it that I want to talk about with fear. And I have Nicole Jones. She posted something about a national. And now I have another quote. Okay, they view failure as something permanent, something that can't be overcome. They see it as confirmation that they don't have what it takes instead of an opportunity to prove that they do. Anyone else get that hit right in the face? Hello. So, and this book is all about a basketball team from a coach that it's his last season, and he wrote these letters to his grandkids. Darren, D-A-R-R-I-N, Donnelly. If you type in old school, it's the only book that comes up. Awesome. Okay. So she's in Leah Carta's national family. And so Leah Carta, here it is, has her offsprings are Brittany, and then Brittany's is Brittany Katz, and then her offspring is Crystal Trojanowski. I'll say that one 5 times fast too. And then also Lily Gotro. If you saw the way her name was written, you'd be like, what? That's how you pronounce it? So Nicole posted this. For all you moms who think you can't have a successful career and be a good stay-at-home mom or work-at-home mom. This is not Crystal's, this is Lily's story. When I was a new director, I had convinced myself that I couldn't be a good mom and a top director. I imagined my then 1-year-old son being 5, and I imagined looking down on him and saying, you are the reason I didn't do what I wanted with my life, and you are the reason I never reached my full potential. I realized that unless I changed my mindset, that would be my story, and my child did not ask to be my excuse. I changed. I stopped believing the lie that I couldn't have my cake and eat it too. 4 years later, I looked at 5-year-old Lucas, the same Lucas I imagined years prior, but I rewrote the story. I got to stand on stage, and in front of 8,000 people, I told him that he is the reason I did everything I ever wanted to, and he is the only reason I will ever reach my potential. You can change your story too. Little people are watching and certainly not asking to be your burden. Cool. I don't even have little ones, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
So you start to make excuses in the fear stage. Don't do it. Think about that whenever I start to make excuses. I'm like, well, that story. Stage 6, anger. You get angry at yourself. You admit and recognize that your feelings are not positive. You realize you are responsible for your own successes and failures. This was also the stage I was in Tuesday night. I got through stage 4, denial, stage 5, fear, and stage 6, anger within like 5 minutes. I was all on Tuesday. Anger is an action emotion. It's okay to get angry, but you need to do something with that anger. It's not good to just let it fester. You need to go do something. That was really harsh. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why my voice just got so
That's good. I like that. Oh,
yes.
okay. I will. Fine.
I was channeling the anger.
I wish you could repeat that. What you said just before that you were talking so fast that I could not even.
The part of the anger?
Good. No, that when you first said, anger.
Yeah, you get angry at yourself.
Yeah.
You admit and recognize that your feelings are not positive. You realize you are responsible for your own successes and failures.
That's a good
I'll
one.
see if, I'm pretty sure that this is a picture. I can find this on somewhere in the Mary Kay world on
Take a picture
Facebook.
and
Yeah,
just
I'll post,
post
we
it.
can
It's on
post it.
Pinterest.
Wait, I think it is on Pinterest.
We can post
I'm gonna go find it right
Yeah.
now.
It's on Pinterest?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Pinterest
sorry.
has-
I
I
just
just figured it out
Oh, Lord.
yesterday.
Look.
I started making collages and whatnot. Yeah.
Are you in stage 4 of denial, finding everything on Pinterest?
No.
Okay.
I didn't spend too much time. I got one good one and I was like, okay.
So stage 7 is settle. I never wanted to own my own business anyway. I actually love my other job because it's
Oh.
pretty fulfilling. The hours aren't even that bad. I mean, eventually someday we will have that down payment for a home.
Oh my.
So you decide to quit and walk away from your dreams. Y'all, this stage happens to me every 3 months. And that is the reason I am not a director right now. Because I stopped being consistent right before 3 months happen, and it takes 3 months to create a movement and momentum. And that's
Oh,
what I
dear.
found out. So March is that month, y'all, so don't.
Okay.
And I can feel myself right now slipping into it, especially with this weather. Like,
Oh, this weather.
y'all, I
is
did not want to get out of bed this morning. I
I
want to
know.
get out
I
of bed the
text
other
you.
day.
I thought I was gonna.
I know.
I was gonna text you at 10. I was like, no, it's too late. And so I waited. I was like, she's an early riser. She goes to jazz or size and this and that. And so I
Yeah,
waited
roll out
till
of bed
like
and hopefully
8.
get
And
in the
she was
car.
like, not a great morning right now.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. What I was saying. Yeah, that one pretty much speaks for itself. Like,
Yeah.
again, don't make excuses. Stage 8, you realize it's not like you to give up on your goals or dreams and get discouraged. You decide to get excited again. You send positive messages to the brain and become realistic with your expectations. You get back to your success meetings and open your mind to the possibility of success again. Mary Kay meetings never want you to think that we don't want you back after you've been gone for a while.
Mhm.
You can always come back, and we are always going to be happy to have you. And I'm also preaching to the choir because y'all are here. But if you know someone who's like, everyone's just going to know that I didn't do anything. Well, this is me on Tuesday a little bit. Everyone's going to know that I didn't do anything, that I've been gone for 6 weeks or whatever. And everyone's going to know, and they're all going to talk about me. No, we're not. We're going to be excited that you've actually recommitted. Right.
And the truth is, we're all thinking about
And so what
ourselves.
is
I know, right?
Recommit.
Recommit.
But you said you decide that you are not negative, you are not.
Yes,
this
you start to
person.
send positive messages to your brain, and that's the self-talk of and your affirmations all the time. So depending on how fast you get through this emotional cycle is how fast you will move up in this company. I mean, literally, there are days where I go through this emotional cycle in 30 seconds. And then sometimes takes 30 hours. It just kind of depends on the thing or my feelings or what happens. So then I know y'all we went over the DISC like 2 weeks ago, I think, the DISC personality. So you need to know your tendencies in your personality and how that's going to affect your emotional cycle. I know that I shut myself off to the world and I'm a people person. I am a high I. I need to be around people. But when I get upset, I shut myself out. I know, right? Doesn't make sense. But that's what I do because I
think I'm not.
self-sabotage. It's wonderful. But I know that that's in my personality that like I need to be around people. If I don't want to be here, like last Tuesday, I let myself feed into it, which it's not as bad as it has been before, but I don't want to ever do that again. So, and I ate lots of chocolate. I did. But you have to know like your strengths. For a D personality, achieving success by overcoming opposition and challenges. Like you need to go get yourself another win when you're feeling frustrated. When you're in denial or fear or anger, like you need to go find another win. For I personalities, connecting with all types of people, persuading and influencing others. I need to go be with people. I need to be in front of people. I need to go do classes. Like that makes me feel better. And again, activity cures everything.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, my activity is I have to be in front of people. For D personalities, I have to get a win. For S personalities, they are team-oriented, accomplishing tasks by cooperating with others. So y'all need to work with your team towards a common goal with your unit. Like what can you do for the team? That's going to make you feel better. For C personalities, dedication to quality and accuracy when completing tasks. That's your strength. So like, what can you go do that you can complete correctly and give yourself a win? Those are all different wins, but it's all different personalities. So what's going to get you out of the frustration stage, out of the denial, out of the fear, out of the anger, and to back to recommitment, and then back to being excited. Nice. That's the emotional cycle. I don't remember what other two. I had 2 other quotes, but I don't know if they tied in with anything. I think that they were just good. This kind of goes with it, with the self-talk, which is kind of the recommitment. Oh, see? Totally. God's got this. Your life will move in the direction of your thoughts, and you'll never achieve more than you believe you can. Again, like, let's just put the knife in the heart and then twist it. That same thing that Mary Kay Ash said, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're right. It's all about that self-talk. And the last one, it's easy to make sales when you're on a hot streak and you're exuding a natural attitude of confidence and cheerfulness. But the top salesmen are those who can still make their presentations without showing fear and desperation when they are on a brutal losing streak and unsure how they're going to cover this month's mortgage payment. The key is all in how you talk to yourself. So that's how you're going to move from stage to stage and get back to the recommitment and back to the excited stage, is by talking to yourself positively. When you go and get that win, you have to think positively about that win. I don't know, have y'all heard of Brittany Cass's 19 $0 parties in a row?
Oh, I know.
That's a record you should never break in Mary Kay. And she says that all the time when she tells it. So she had the first couple parties and they were $0 parties. So she kept walking to the next one and be like, well, this one's gonna be a $0 party too. Guess what it was? A $0 party. And she did that 19 times in a row until she finally reached up to Leah and was like, what am I doing wrong? And then Leah was like, follow the scripts. So scripts are important, but if what you think about, you bring about, and it's very, very true. And the last thing I'm going to close before you go with everything. Have y'all heard the song "Champion" by Carrie Underwood featuring Ludacris?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have started changing the word champion to director, and been singing that.
Sing it.
Oh no. I'm going to karaoke later. But
You
it's
don't wanna
a
channel your
yeah,
inner
right.
Yeah.
You gotta channel the right kind of area, right? We're not gonna.
What are the words?
The chorus is I'm invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. And then they knock me down, but I get up again. I am the champion, or I am a director. You can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this. I was born to win.
Oh, I like
I am a champion, or I am a director. And then Ludacris's rap in that is amazing. Maybe we'll listen to that before we leave tonight because it's so good. Okay, it's good.
That's so awesome. Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
So old school grit and 3 feet from gold.
3
3 feet from gold.
Same author?
No.
Oh, who's that author?
I'll pass this one around. There's too many names on it.
3 feet from gold.
Okay. So, that was pretty intense. I wish I would have been writing down.
That's why we have the video.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I'm kind of glad
Forever.
that we didn't have any guests tonight because I'd have missed all them. Sorry, Jolene. 3 feet from
All right.
gold.
So, when Mary Kay Ash, I believe this was a writer for a magazine. I didn't copy that part. Who did an article on her. When Mary Kay Ash, the founder of cosmetics empire that bears her name, died November 22nd, 2001. The world lost a great business leader. Did you guys, everybody know her date that she passed? I had no idea.
Thanksgiving Day.
Was it? Thanksgiving Day?
That's her
Wow.
favorite holiday.
That was her favorite holiday.
Oh, wow. I did not know that either. So that's pretty amazing.
So she goes on to say, I never had the privilege of meeting Mary Kay, but I read her books and I've talked to people who knew her. I have learned that she was the picture of an exemplary leader. Like, that's extreme. Like, that's just amazing. That's like your Martin Luther King. That's like your, you know, just like people that
Better than him.
but you know, like people that stand out as leaders. I mean, she was right up there, and that's pretty amazing. Mary Kay Ash started her company in 1963 with her life savings of $5,000. Okay, so whenever I'm doing the flip chart, I always say she put all her money into it, but I never knew how much it actually was. $5,000 is like
That's a lot.
three
That was a
monthly
lot back then.
payments, house payment, you know, or two house payments.
Probably not. Yeah.
Not then. Well, yeah. So I mean,
That's probably almost half.
yeah.
Probably about a year's worth of house payments, but yeah.
Yeah.
So probably not a lot in starting business either.
Right. So, I mean, when I read that, I'm like, how do you even get something started in a cosmetic business with $5,000? You know, and we do it here for $100 and a kit, you know, like how awesome is that? Her goal was to provide women with the ultimate opportunity for personal and financial success. She more than achieved that goal. The company today has more than 1 million independent beauty consultants in more than 30 markets worldwide and is the largest direct seller of skincare products in the United States. So now when I read that and I see all these other women who are trying other products that are paying $164 for some serum, you know, just like one little bottle, you know, it's just like, what? You know, like you have no idea about Mary Kay products. As she studied in the life and the world or the work of Mary Kay, she found that 4 key factors that contributed to the rapid growth that can help you as well. She had the need and that gave her passion. I've always said that the seed of miracle is a need. So we always talk about planting our seed, right? We're always talking about you don't have to go and make that direct sell, make that direct team member or anything like that. But if you're going around planting that seed, eventually they're going to blossom. Remember the last time you wanted to quickly accomplish something great, your desire was accompanied by a tremendous sense of urgency, wasn't it? She had an idea that gave her potential, a good idea. It's more important than time, and it's more important than money. When it comes to the potential for growth, you're only as big as the idea that you process at the moment. Mary Kay knew that she wanted to accomplish, and that gave her potential. Yeah. She made a commitment that gave her personal success. She was willing to put her life savings on the line to achieve personal success. You can go as far as your commitment lets you go. So that's just basically tying into what we were talking about earlier. Your commitment level is high, you can achieve a great deal. She knew how to lead. Mary Kay's ability to lead compounded her success. So with that, whenever we were talking about our skill set and the clarity of being a leader, you got to know what your goal is, what you're working towards, and also having the skill set that we come to these meetings weekly. We have Facebook. We have all these training sessions to help us be a leader and to be able to succeed those goals that we're working towards. With hard work, initiative, discipline, and the right skills, everyone has the potential to be a personal success. But only leaders have the potential to compound success. You compound success not by what you do, but by bringing others to your vision and accomplishing that vision through them. Mary Kay didn't just have great gifts that enabled her to be a personal success. The lady was a leader, and that was allowed her to take her vision and pass it to hundreds of thousands of women all across the globe. I just can't believe that. Like, the more I read about her, I'm just like, wow, that one woman. And you've met her, right? Personally. So has anybody else met her? No? Well, Melissa. How old were we when she? I was like, what, 17, maybe?
What year do you think I was
I don't know.
born?
No, I was 84. I was
When
like,
she died?
yeah, when
I
she
was
died.
like, wait a minute.
No, not when she, no, not when she was born, when she died, 2001. It's like, I was in high school. You're probably, what, junior high?
Yeah.
Something like
Not
that.
even.
No? Oh my, I'm old. Compared to her.
I know.
So let's see. With all four things in mind, there was one overriding factor that Mary Kay Ash had a successful leader. In fact, that was she valued the individual worth of people. This concept wasn't just a corporate slogan for the cosmetic company, it was the way she lived her life. She wanted to provide women with the unlimited opportunity for personal and financial success. Why? Because she valued people. And at the end, that's what made her such a success. What I can learn from Mary Kay's love of people and how she used that bring her business, here are a few things. Everybody wants to be somebody. Everybody wants to accomplish something. They want to have some worth. They want a little recognition. They want some affirmation. And that's like some of the big things that we talk about every single day. That's why we love coming to our meetings, to get that recognition, to get the affirmation and build ourselves up. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. If you want to touch people and change lives, you have to develop a relationship or a rational touch with them first. Don't tell them what you know. You impress them with your compassion. Everybody needs somebody. When people tell me they are self-made, they think I'll congratulate them. In fact, my reaction is just the opposite. You can't achieve greatness by yourself. So if you've done something all by yourself, you haven't done much at all. Right? That one's kind of funny. Anybody who helps somebody influences a lot of people. When you help someone, you're not only helping that person. Either directly or indirectly, you're also helping everyone within the person's sphere of influence. The power of influence always adds and multiplies. So she goes on to say, today somebody will rise up and become somebody because she believes so strongly that the individual worth of people, Mary Kay, could see their value before they saw it in themselves. She could latch onto potential before that you ever thought about doing it. That's part of what made her a great leader. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. I need to read more about her.
Have you read your book?
No.
It's a great place to start.
Yeah.
Sure. Read that book.
I need to borrow yours.
Where's yours?
It's probably
I
packed
don't
in
have any
storage.
questions or anything. Someone text Tyra because I can't text.
Yeah.
When do you want me to text her?
To come back up here.
Hey, Tyra, what's up?
Bye.
Bye.